You're playing the wrong message.
This area, right here. I can't take it anymore. I gotta clean that up. Welcome to Southern Creator Channel. My name is Alan, and that is the very first thing that I'm gonna tackle in this video today is that last open area that I have been procrastinating for months. It is getting cleaned up right now. Okay, I've got a base down so I can finish the rock work and everything. Let's go ahead and knock that out. So you may remember many episodes ago, I started to put a tree in here, and I've gone ahead and finished that, getting the trunk in here anyway. So after this, I will need to just do a couple little things right here. Might even make this a flower bed, similar to what we have up here going in, something like this right there along the side of the road. But I really wanted to have a tree that basically just started growing up in the middle of the city here and arches out over the walkways, and I'll have, the nice leaves on the tree overhanging this intersection right here. So I'm very pleased with how the trunk came out. I think it looks all right. It gets the old job done. Some nice angles in there. So, okay, so I think what I'll do is, just so I can have some freedom of my hands in here, I won't do the top of the tree until very last. I'm gonna go ahead and see about getting that in there. All right. And that is done. So there is our little garden area beside this apartment building. So this just needs some plants in it now, and we can put leaves on the tree. So suppose we'll see about doing those things. Adding foliage is one of my absolute favorite parts of a build. It lets me know that I'm almost done, and it is what really, in my opinion, it's where you start to flesh out the build in the final stages, and you really start to see the vision come into focus. So with that, let's go ahead and have a look at the foliage that we're starting to put in here. All right, I have gone ahead and put some plants in there, and over here as well. I wanted to go ahead and start getting some foliage in around the statue. We'll move over here and get some in there as well. And also the tree. We also need to decide what kind of tree we want. Do we want just a very large version of the cherry tree? Do we want something else, some variety? I might poke around in my flower bag. Let's see if it's over here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Maybe I will see if I have something else. We have a lot of pink in here. Got those at a Lego store. But let me see if we have enough of something else. We might try a different color, or maybe no color at all. I don't know. Let's experiment around and see what we come up with. Here's the tree. Now, I do actually want your opinion on this. Please let me know if I should keep the little, like, these are light orange flowers, may look yellow here. I wanted to make them distinct, more distinct of a tree from the cherry trees out here. Or should I take these off and have it be plain green? I don't know. I will actually leave this open for a vote. Go ahead and let me know what you think. And next I will move on and see about filling in the foliage on these. Since we're on a roll with the foliage, let's go ahead and do that. We'll come back here in a moment. So let's have a look at our newly added foliage here. How about that? So our pond is filled in, our little garden pond. Our garden bed against the wall here, the Citadel Fortress wall, is fully stocked with plants now. Someone made a comment a few weeks ago about the fact that the wall was probably not as detailed and pockmarked as it needed to be. I agreed with that. And I want to say it was Cyrus Builds that told me that. Completely agree. I did consider putting a bunch more of these modified bricks, the brick pieces in there, mortar pieces, and I put one or two in there, but then I realized, you know what, I'm gonna get a lot of foliage in here that is going to actually cover a lot of the wall. So rather than tear all this down, I went ahead and put enough foliage in here that it doesn't matter as much now. So again, there's one or two in there that I've got now to help. So I agreed with the philosophy and kind of worked around it a different way with all the foliage. So there's that. That is the, I think probably the last of the foliage I'll do for today. What are we going to tackle next time? I think probably, my son and I have been experimenting with roofs up here. I'm running really low on pieces right now, so we may make this one a little simpler than I had intended. It'll still be nice, but I think I'm going to focus on this. Also, I asked my wife whether I should put statues up here or something more lively, ornamental, like a couple of trees. She suggested trees to contrast. There's already a lot of gray up here. She said that some green on either side of the gray would help. I tend to agree with her on that, so we may investigate that as well. Yeah, I think it's time to put this building to bed and get a roof on it and be done with it, and then move on to what we want to do up here. I also need to finish the foliage here at the riverfront. Maybe even get something of a wall in here like we talked about many videos ago. So we've got a lot to decide upon. Nothing firm yet. But I think that is where we will leave it. I hope all of you have a fantastic Christmas, a great holiday season here, and we'll see you on the other side. Have a good one.